Mm, 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 mm. I apologize for this mess I got in the background. You know, right. Now we got some real little light. Nope. I want to do that. There we go. There we go. Perfecto. It's a perfecto. What's up, everybody? My very first live stream on Cherry Tales, where we talk about all things horrifying, like stories, folklore. I'm having food in my teeth. God dang, I just had some. Anyway, today we're gonna go over we're gonna go over YouTube video, some scary stuff, right? This is well, basically, do you think it's cap or is no cap? What you think? I have no idea. I want to know what you think in the comment section. So if you are tuning in, chat, I appreciate you tuning in. And if you have not subscribed, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to grow this channel, so help a brother out if at all possible. Try to get this stuff together here, and so we can have a good old time, y'all. So bear with me. Oh yeah, we're getting this together, y'all. Together, together, y'all. Oh, oh, Excuse me. God dang. Sorry about that. Um, so who is this? Let me see who this is. This is Hunter. So we're going to be reacting to Hunter's video on YouTube. Oh, Hunter. I'm sorry. Hunter, not Hunter. Hunter. So he's put together a very, very extensive compilation. So we want to know if it's cap or no cap. Do you believe it's real? Do you believe it's fake? I want to know what you think. I hope the volume sounds right. And you be the judge, y'all. Here we go.
David, an Italian ghost hunter fluent in English, had been exploring what his client claimed could possibly be one of the most haunted houses in the area when something strange made him start recording. He explained that just moments before filming, a plant in the corner had shifted on its own and the chandelier above him had started to sway.
Okay, TikTok. I'm in another fucking haunted house, I swear. This plant just moved and the chandelier. My client went out to town, elderly guy, but he was here alone, but he has a lot of these artifacts here. I don't think I have attachment or anything.
Did he say artifact?
But yeah. Whoa, what the hell? That's what I'm talking about. You guys heard that?
I heard it.
As he continues talking to the camera, a loud sound of a door slamming closed can be heard somewhere deeper in the house, more than likely upstairs. David looks around, while behind him the chandelier begins to swing again, more noticeably this time. The movement is slow, deliberate, and eerily timed, with each sound coming from elsewhere in the house. He stands still for a few seconds, narrating the video, clearly unsure of what to do next. This investigation doesn't stop here though. This story will continue in a future video on my channel. Subscribe.
Hold on, why didn't you show the rest of it, dog? Damn, we want to get spooked. We want to know some scary shit. This is Halloween. How we get on 4? I don't get that.
The following video begins with the sound of deep, uneasy breathing. A man is filming from his bed, phone trembling slightly in his hand. From downstairs, a woman's voice can be heard calling out the words, "Babe, come downstairs," over and over, each time sounding a little more impatient.
Is he there by himself? Yeah. No.
Alexa, turn on all lights.
The only thing I can think of why he's scared is
Really?
he's home alone. Right? That's the only
Thanks,
reason.
Alexa.
To manage your video skills and devices.
Then, the sound of a door opening and closing echoes through the house. The man knows that nobody else should be home, and the clip abruptly switches to CCTV, footage from downstairs, showing a door near the hallway swinging open on its own before slowly shutting again. The woman's voice stops entirely after that, replaced by something much more chilling. A faint, mechanical tune that sounds like it's coming from a toy somewhere in the man's room. The camera shakes as he pans around trying to find the source, and the eerie, dollhouse-like melody keeps looping, echoing through the silence. The man doesn't speak again after that, just films in disbelief as the sound continues until the video cuts, leaving viewers wondering if the voice that called him down was ever really human. The next clip from this story shows Ali's prayer mat, and he starts his explanation saying the story took place whilst he was praying. He explains in a low voice the eerie music from the night before. The same dollhouse-like tune has started again, coming from a small music box he keeps on his shelf.
Guys, I was just praying, and the music box just started playing by itself. Can you do that again? Nope.
No. What?
Nope.
The camera focuses on it as the melody begins to play on its own, no one touching it. The soft, mechanical tune echoes through the room, sending chills through the silence. Ali's breathing grows heavier, and he mutters a prayer under his breath before kneeling forward again. He films the music box continuing to play despite not being wounded. Once it finally stops, he prays 3 more times in succession, visibly shaken, but trying to stay composed. He later explains that whatever is in his home doesn't seem to want to leave, and that he's now considering bringing in someone spiritual to cleanse the place.
Wow. That's freaky. Now that might be that might not be no cap. That might be real.
In the next clip, we see a woman sitting at her desk, casually talking to the camera. Her tone is calm but clearly frustrated as she explains how she's been having strange problems lately with managing to get people to come to her shows, and she doesn't understand how. She is evidently confused with the situation, but little did she know that she was about to become far more confused from something else.
I just want to know how I can get people to come to our shows. How do we get people to come to our shows? No, I'm just trying to understand. Tell me it doesn't look like there's someone right here.
It did. It looked like it.
There's not.
As she continues talking, behind her, in the doorway that seems to lead to a closet, something suddenly falls to the floor in a swift motion. The movement is quick and sharp. Cutting through the quiet room, she freezes mid-sentence, her eyes darting toward the sound, before slowly turning around in disbelief. From the camera's angle, it's clear the doorway is fully visible, meaning no one could have been inside or near it. After ending the clip, she gets up, cautiously walks to the closet, opens it wide, and finds nothing inside. Very spooky indeed.
That's spooky. That was real freaky. That was freaky.
It begins with the sound of frantic barking echoing through a quiet house. The camera switches on as the person behind the camera is very confused because they don't even own a dog. The barking seems to be coming from below, down near the basement.
Oh, hell no. Nope, I'm not checking. And where are all the damn curtains and blinds for these fools? No curtains. And where's the damn door?
Hello?
Hello. Yeah, just say something to it. Yeah.
Oh my God!
As they approach the staircase, the noise grows louder, mixed with the unsettling noise of the basement door repeatedly opening and closing at the bottom. The person hesitates for a moment, panning the camera to their blue-haired friend behind them, before slowly making their way down. The sound of claws against the floor echoes up the steps, the barking sharp and desperate. When they reach the halfway point, something starts charging upward, heavy, rapid footsteps. But there's nothing visible. No animal, no figure, just the sound rushing past the camera. The person gasps and stumbles back up the stairs out of fear. What's most unsettling is how real the barking sounded, yet how completely invisible whatever made it was. Viewers have started calling it one of the clearest recordings of a ghost dog ever caught on camera. A few days later, the man's mother came over to visit, bringing her dog along. Wanting to prove what he'd been hearing, he decided to film again while she was upstairs. The clip begins with him standing halfway down the basement stairs, camera in hand, while the same unsettling noises echo from below. The sound of the basement door rattling and creaking is identical to before, as if whatever caused it had returned.
Oh, shit. They got me on that. Stupid. I'm not going downstairs. Hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh. Okay. That was
At the
good.
top of the stairs, his
I broke
mother's
every
dog
chain.
stands frozen, staring down into the darkness, its ears pinned back and body tense. The man takes a breath and walks down the remaining steps. He flips on the basement light, revealing the quiet, still space below, except for one single door at the far end, the one that always seems to make the noise. As he gets closer, the air seems heavy, the only sound being the faint hum of the light above. Then, without warning, the door creaks open entirely on its own. From the top of the stairs, the dog lets out a deep bark, barking again and again, refusing to come down. The man freezes, whispering for it to stop, but the barking only grows louder. He runs away. Viewers later pointed out how dogs often sense things humans can't, leaving many convinced that whatever was haunting that basement had finally made itself known. The footage begins upstairs this time, showing the man cautiously standing in his sitting room, camera in hand. The camera aims at a cabinet before, without warning, the right door creaks open all on its own.
This thing all in your crib. Oh no. Hey. Yeah, I thought that's what I saw.
He stops dead in his tracks, filming it slowly swinging wider, and it's important to remember nobody else was home. Then, from across the hallway, the light above another room begins to sway back and forth, casting long, distorted shadows on the walls. He steps closer, his breathing quick and uneven, each creak of the floorboards echoing through the house. Just as he reaches out toward the swinging light, a sudden thunderous smash explodes somewhere nearby, cutting the electricity completely. Every light in the house goes out in an instant. The camera captures his panicked breathing in the darkness as he scans around, trying to see what broke. Then, for just a second, he freezes and stumbles back. The lens catches him staring into a nearby room, and then he sounds audibly shocked at what he saw in there. The clip ends there as he turns and runs, leaving viewers certain that whatever haunted his basement had now made its way up gears. Can you spot what happens in this clip? A duo made up of a man and a woman decided to explore a haunted farmhouse that locals had long whispered about. They weren't casual thrill seekers either, because they came fully prepared with equipment, determined to capture anything unusual that might happen. The video...
That's a little bit of an abrupt ending to that video. That one was really fucking good. It made me like, I thought I was watching a movie. That's pretty good. Don't know.
The caption explained that this was actually their return trip to the location, this time with a brand new camera they had just picked up. They admitted they hadn't even worked out all the settings yet, but promised their viewers that future uploads would include extremely clear footage and even night vision. As they started to set up for the night in front of the camera, something truly unsettling happened. For just a split second, a shadow figure appeared in the window directly behind them, before vanishing without a trace. It was so fast that many viewers missed it on the first watch, but when slowed down, the shape of a figure becomes clear. The fact that the pair had no idea what was happening behind them only added to the unease. With the promise of even clearer footage in their next investigations, this was only the beginning of what could be a chilling series.
That was a little whack, but hey.
Megan was finally enjoying a quiet night to herself, house-sitting and catching up on a movie she had been meaning to watch for ages. She settled in with the TV, the lights low, and everything felt normal at first.
The hell?
Out of nowhere, a chilling voice broke through the speakers, saying, "Any way I can make you more comfortable?" Megan froze instantly, because not only was that voice not part of the opening scene, but when she restarted the movie, the line was completely gone. She checked, rewound, and even tried again, but the words were nowhere to be found. The incident shook her badly. What disturbed her the most wasn't just hearing the voice, but realizing it had come through so clearly, as if someone was right there in the room with her. She admitted afterward that she thought maybe it was a glitch at first, but the more she replayed the scene and compared it, the more impossible that explanation became. With no logical answer, Megan was left uneasy in a house that wasn't even her own, constantly glancing over her shoulder for the rest of the night. She later said she cut the movie short and kept every light on until morning, too unsettled to close her eyes. Even days later, she couldn't shake the feeling that the voice wasn't part of the film at all, but something else was trying to reach her. The Circus Siblings family on TikTok had been telling their followers for weeks that their home was haunted, but naturally, plenty of people demanded proof. So one evening, they decided to record a video to put all doubts to rest.
Joe, try it. See,
I will open that door.
Stop it, Bailey.
That doesn't work. It just does it when it does it. So it's not me.
What?
Open
Try it
the
again.
It's not me.
door. Open the door.
Shut the door. Shut the door.
Open the door.
Oh, it's a ghost.
What?
I don't
It's
understand
not
that.
me. Just do it when I do it.
Open the door. Let's see. Oh, open that door.
Seriously, you really not fucking around?
Oh my god, it opened again. That wasn't
Holy
me.
shit.
I freaking want to hold the door closed. I hold
Shush.
the door open.
You can hear it click and everything. It's shut.
Why is it not open?
That's just a ghost.
Before anything started, the father made a point of jumping, slamming doors, and making big movements around the room to prove that what was about to happen wasn't caused by him. Once everyone settled down, the room grew quiet. Then one of the children, with a mix of bravery and curiosity, asked out loud for the ghost to open the door. For a few seconds, nothing happened, but suddenly the door creaked open just a crack on its own. Many viewers commented that this was the first clip that truly convinced them something strange was going on inside the Circus Siblings' home. It left their audience eager to see what they would capture next. For those of you that don't believe it, the family had more proof ready.
Shut the door, make sure it clicks.
This time, the circus siblings showed footage from a second camera they had set up inside the room. The angle captured the door from the other side perfectly. Then, just like before, the door slowly creaked open on its own. There was no one pushing, pulling, or even close enough to touch it. The family pointed out that setting up a second camera was the only way to silence the doubters, and sure enough, it made the whole situation even creepier. With two different perspectives showing the same unexplained movement, many viewers agreed there was no way this could be faked so easily. The circus siblings had managed to capture something genuinely eerie, and it raised even more questions about what was really haunting their home.
That's all right.
Luan was lying in bed late at night, recording casually after days of feeling like something wasn't right in his room. He wanted to prove to himself that it was just his imagination, but instead, he caught something terrifying.
Ese ruido es del techo. No sé qué esté pasando, pero sí me siento nervioso. Vamos a ver. No inventes. Se abrió la puerta. Se abrió la puerta como la última vez. Déjenme calmo, déjenme calmo, déjenme calmo. Déjenme calmo. No hay nada, no hay nada, no hay nada, no hay nada. Se abrió la de abajo, se abrió la de abajo. Vamos a ver, vamos a ver. Uy, otra vez. Es en esta zona. Yo no sé qué está pasando. Uy, los perros. Uy. Uy, los perros.
At first, the cupboard door creaked open by itself, which was enough to make him sit up. Seconds later, another door, this time another cupboard from the very same unit, suddenly opened itself without any human interaction and no visible force. Confused and visibly shaken, Luan leaned forward to look around the room. That's when the most chilling part happened. The camera briefly captured an uncanny face flashing into frame for less than a second before vanishing. The clip was short, but extremely disturbing, leaving viewers replaying it over and over to confirm what they saw. Many agreed it was one of the scariest captures they'd come across, and Luan himself admitted he had no explanation for what appeared in his room that night.
That was freaky. So far, there's a couple good ones. I mean, very few of them that I think are fake. So far, pretty good.
A ghost hunter was exploring an old church late at night, armed only with his camera and a flashlight. The air inside was heavy, and the building was mostly dark with a small window radiating cool lighting. The atmosphere felt like something spooky was just around the corner. As he walked around the church bells suddenly began to ring, echoing through the empty halls. The sound alone was enough to raise the hair on his neck, but then something far worse happened. Around one of the stone corners, a face could be seen peeking out at him, watching silently. Summoning his courage, the ghost hunter moved quickly toward the corner, determined to confront whatever was there. But just as he reached it, the face slipped out of sight, and behind the pillar was nothing but darkness. With no explanation for what he had just witnessed, he was left shaken, convinced he had just come face to face with a ghost outside of the church. MC Devil 666 on TikTok had been warning his followers that a welly shelf in his home was haunted. According to him, the boots
See,
had been
people
falling
name
from it
themselves
time
like
and
it's
time again,
so
but always when the camera wasn't rolling.
like
When he told his wife about it, she laughed it off
spiritual.
and teased him for being paranoid.
I
Determined
don't
to
get it.
prove himself right, he set up his phone and started recording, openly calling out to the ghost and asking it to push one of the wellies down.
Calling, oh my gosh, these stupid people, man.
No, hijo de su puta madre.
Okay. Don't know what he said, but I'm sure he said, I'm
Sure
scared of
enough,
shit. What
one
the
of
hell
the
was that
boots
noise?
suddenly tipped and fell from the shelf with nobody near it. Shocked but satisfied, he took the footage straight to his wife to prove he hadn't been imagining things. Instead of laughing this time, she went quiet, replaying the moment again and again before walking away unsettled. For MC Devil 666, this was all the proof he needed, but he admitted later that the incident put a serious strain on their relationship. He said he couldn't live with someone who dismissed what was happening in front of their eyes, so he decided to leave her behind. The welly shelf had done more than just confirm a haunting, it had ended his marriage.
Well, damn, dog. That's a shame, player. That is a damn shame. Well, I got to end it here, guys. I'm going to come back again. We're going to do it all over again with something different. I promise we're going to have a little bit longer one for the Halloween edition. But I appreciate you for tuning in. Whoever's out there listening, even if you tune in for a brief second, I appreciate you giving me your time. We're going to do this a little longer and a little bit better. Till next time. Peace.